What is going on, real ones? Today, got a doozy to go over. The Honeybadger has released the beast. James O'Keefe, the Honeybadger, is at it again. Yes, he has come out with a new expose on none other than the demon spawn himself, Jeffrey Epstein. Yes, we getting some more Epstein news. Yes. And this is just after we know that I think they said 8,000 documents and ledgers and, you know what I'm saying, was just sent over to Congress. Can't trust Congress because it seems like they're trying to get down to anything about Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I'm saying? Cash Patel over at the FBI, he done said that, oh, well, there's no credible evidence. Fuck you mean there's no credible evidence? With the witness testimonies, you know what I'm saying? James O'Keefe, what he done found out. Have y'all interviewed any of those people on the phone that James O'Keefe put out? Any of that? No? Oh, okay. All the paintings that he had in his house, that none of that was strange. Oh, okay. The passport he had from another country? No? Oh, okay. The way he made his money, there's no credible evidence that's been given to y'all. Something stinks around here. Now, back to the crux of the matter. Got my jujutsu high, you know what I'm saying? Got to represent. But anyway, James O'Keefe, the Honeybadger, he's at it again. He got this video out over Jeffrey Epstein and how one of, I think his handler, I believe, that was over like some of his case that interviewed victims, he is spilling all the beans. I'm talking about he didn't just kick the bucket of beans over. Just beans everywhere, beans all in the street, beans all over here, beans all over there. You know what I'm saying? Just if you haven't seen this, I recommend you go and watch this video because I'm going to be stopping and starting. So this is going to be a whole process. So if you don't want to see none of that, go on over to the man's channel, James O'Keefe. You know what I'm saying? Go check him out. Go look at it. Because anyway, let's get into this.
Heard at Phoenix Airport.
So he said overheard at Phoenix Airport. That's what he said. I started at like 42 seconds because if you watch any of the videos, he put a little preview in the beginning.
On September 8th, 2025, a senior Justice Department investigator who personally worked on the Epstein case tells all.
Personally.
Prager, who has reviewed.
I just want to say, this is just the most untimely name, dog. You got Glenn Prager. Glenn Beck and Dennis Prager, two of the titans in the realm of the conservative movement. You know what I'm saying? And for this guy here to be named both Glenn Beck's first name and Dennis Prager's last name is just, I don't know. That's just funny to me. I don't know why. It just is.
Epstein itineraries and has interviewed Epstein's victims, drops a bombshell. He says that the DOJ did not want to go after Epstein because he's a CIA asset.
You heard that correctly. The DOJ didn't want to go after Epstein because he was a CIA asset, bro. Why is the CIA still standing? Like, just tear the building down, salt the earth where it stood. You feel me? We don't need the CIA because at this point it's like almost like its own fucking country. You know what I'm saying? They do whatever the hell they want to do. And this is my theory. Now y'all can take this with a grain of salt. You can take it with a dump truck load of salt. Okay? My theory was that Jeffrey Epstein was one of these informants that was off the books. That all these different agencies and intel agencies from around the world and ours could come to to get dirt on someone else. And that's how I think he was getting his money. Because why he didn't spill none of these beans all of these decades. You know what I'm saying? While he was alive, Jeffrey Epstein didn't say none of this. Okay? That's because they was giving him some of them greenbacks. That's why.
That the evidence from his investigation confirms that Bill Clinton was present for alleged rapes on the Lolita Express, and that President Trump was not present for the rapes that Glenn Prager investigated.
And that just gives credence to what they've been saying. Like, if there was evidence about Trump on that plane and him doing some things and going to the island doing some things, that would have came out with Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? That would have came out before he ran the first time. Hell, you mean? If all they had on him the first time, he said, oh, well, you grab him by the P word? Come on now, dog. That's all you got? That's all you got? If they had anything about him with Jeffrey Epstein and some wrongdoings, they'd have been put that out. Believe that.
That he is protecting a lot of other people that were.
How about this whole Epstein thing that's like going down?
I worked on that case. I used to interview all the victims. And in my
all of them.
20 to 30 victims, in Palm Beach that I was interviewing and dealing with and stuff like that. And then we would go ready to go to trial, and they would flip.
You interviewed, but Cash Patel, there's no credible evidence, right? Okay. You interview all the victims. You ready to go to trial, but then they flip. Why would that be? Could it be that a little birdie from the higher intelligence agencies had come down upon his perch and be like, hey, if you and your people don't want to be disappeared, tweet, maybe you just leave that Jeffrey Epstein character alone. You're gonna take this little supplemental payment, and you're gonna or they just probably just outright threaten them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you better not say nothing about Jeffrey Epstein, or you know what's good for you. We know what damage we're capable of. The CIA is dirty, man. I don't trust them as far as I can see them, and I can see a pretty good long way.
Epstein would just pay them off, and they were just like these little kids. They pay off their family. They're all broke kids and poor families, and all. So
that's how he gets to them.
$50,000 to $500,000, nothing in that guy's world.
You dog. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You pay them off. You give them more money than they have ever seen in their life. And that'll 180 all a bunch of people.
Prager there describes how the victims that he interviewed were paid off by Epstein right before going to trial. Prager has worked as an investigator inside the Department of Justice for over
Deep
20
state.
years. According to Prager's LinkedIn About page, it says
Man, where your neck
during
at, dog?
tenure at DOJ, Prager served as an inspector overseeing sensitive investigations involving major DOJ components, including the FBI, DEA, Bureau of Prisons, U.S. Marshal Service, ATF, and the U.S. Attorney's offices.
This man got the credentials. Look, about like if anybody like this is still working there, y'all done seen some stuff. Just you know how people like James O'Keefe get down. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna out you. They ain't gonna rat you out. You know what I'm saying? Just stop being a little bitch. All right, stop being a bitch, and come on out and tell the American people what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Let us know, because you know that the intel agencies are doing wrong. Y'all know that they've done color revolutions around the world and assassinated all kinds of people. You got the dirt. You know what's going on. Just come tell the American people so we can get some clarity, so we can get this festering mass of shit up out of our country, man. Come on, Glenn. Come on, Glenn. Mr. No Neck, I know you know more than what you're saying. Just give it to us.
This seems to corroborate what Prager told us. He was tasked with interviewing Epstein's rape victims and investigating flight logs. On his backpack in the airport, we spotted an embroidered FBI patch, which caught the attention of our
Embroidered.
I'll tell you this, because no, it's not
That means it was stitched on.
talked about yet, but it'll soon come out that he was a CIA informant.
He was a CIA.
He wasn't a CIA.
Although many have suspected it to be the case, this is the first time a Department of Justice official has confirmed that Epstein worked for the CIA.
Yeah, and that's huge, huge. Now, listen, I need Tulsi Gabbard, Cash Patel, Dan Bongino. Who's running the CIA right now? Whoever's running the CIA. Y'all need to come on and line up, and explain yourselves. Explain who this man is. Whose man's is this? As the young kids say. Like, what's this right here? What's this? What's this right here? And all y'all need to do, Congress people, the ones that's, trying to get down to the nitty gritty, trying to get down to see what's happening. Tim Burchett, you know what I'm saying? Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? Ted Cruz, Texas, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to get down to business. Call them all up again. Y'all want to keep on lying? Y'all want to keep on hiding shit? Line them up. Line them up. And ask them questions. Who is this dude? What is he talking about? What does he mean that the CIA got a document on Epstein? What do you mean that he, after he was interviewing the victims, they were just paid off? What, Cash Patel, you said there's no credible evidence. What is this? You ain't seen this yet? You ain't heard from this man? It takes James O'Keefe and his honeypots, the oldest trick in the book. They've been doing honeypot schemes for thousands of years. And you mean to tell me James O'Keefe is the one that has this way? It has to be the one. Come on now. Y'all got some splaining to do.
And is a foreign asset.
So DOJ was settling a case, and they were just letting him, do house arrest and they minimized his arrest. Part of that is because all the victims kept on flipping, and they didn't have anyone to go to trial with. The more importantly part is they didn't want to go after him. He's a asset for the United States and Israel for the CIA.
And Israel. I'm telling you. Listen to your boy. Okay? He was an informant for multiple intelligence agencies. He was where they went to get information on people they didn't have information on. That's yep. I believe that.
I just know that's what he was, and that's why he was protected so long for this. And people turn a blind eye about all this garbage that he was doing in the United States. He had a lot of secrets. More about Israeli stuff than anything else. I mean, he was doing stuff for Israel and the United States. He was, he's working for both.
Now, let me say this. He may be lying about all of what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen people lie extravagantly to get in them drawers. You know what I'm saying? To get them in them jeans. Okay? People lie for all kinds of reasons. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I think he's lying? 60-40. No, he's not. but he works for the fucking government. So I can't trust him as far as I can see him. And he's a pretty rotund fella, so I could probably see him a good ways off. Okay? But this is like Cash Patel, Tulsa Gabbard, Dan Bongino. What's going on, man? What's going on? Either it's nothing or it's something. But every time something we find happens, y'all say it's nothing. But then more somethings keep popping up. But y'all keep saying there's nothing. Now either A, y'all are covering up for these motherfuckers and y'all really don't want to get down to the bottom of it. And I do not believe that. No. Not one bit. Or they're trying to get their ducks in a row and they're dotting every I and crossing every T. Because when you come after somebody like Jeffrey Epstein that's deep in the intelligence agencies like he was, you better be damn sure that you got all your shit right. Because if you don't, and you go after one of these people, and you miss, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe. I don't know. But they could be telling us something. You know what I'm saying? Don't just piss on our leg and tell us it's raining. You feel me? Like, don't just tell, oh, well, there's no credible evidence. What hold on. You rephrase it. We have seen credible evidence, and then go with the same general lie. Well, it's an ongoing investigation, so we can't get into that. Okay, but you told us that there is credible evidence. All right. Okay. All right. But y'all have been fumbling this damn ball for a minute now, and I need y'all to get your shit together. Okay? Get your shit together.
Glenn Prager, the Department of Justice investigator on the Epstein case, then talks about whether President Trump was involved. Many are trying to tie Trump to Epstein, but what
this is what I wanted to get to right here.
Wasn't present during the inappropriate sexual behavior that he was investigating. But Prager does say that Bill Clinton was, backed up by his experience interviewing the victims and reviewing the Epstein Lolita Express itineraries. Quote, they
just but before you get into that, just his plane is named the Lolita Express. Okay? Just, if you don't know what that is, go look it up.
He killed the Epstein list to protect the Clintons.
They claim that, that Trump's involved in the rapes and all that stuff. He wasn't. I mean, I've seen the agendas, I've seen the itineraries, and I've interviewed all the victims. There's never been an instance where Trump was on a plane with these kids and a rape occurred. But that can't be said for Clinton, and it can't be said for others. I remember that it was being killed because I know Clintons were on there.
The Clintons were on there.
100%. And while the Clintons were on the plane, while Bill Clinton was on the plane, there were rapes that occurred.
Others, you say? But Cash Patel, you said there's no credible information, huh? Oh, okay. But others, he says. Oh. Well, do tell. Who are these others? Yeah, we need to know that information. We need to know that. How about this? How about this? Because we got the Twitter investigators out there. You got the 4chan deep seekers out there. You know what I'm saying? Just give us the initials. That's it. That's all we need. Just give us the initials. And we'll take it from there. We'll take it from there. Of the credible ones that did some things. You know what I'm saying? That was there when some things happened. You know what I'm saying? Don't give us no names oh, well, he donated money here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, he was just in a picture with him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, he called him on the phone once upon a time. No, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to see none of that. I want to know. Like I said, you can just give us the initials. We'll figure out the rest. We'll do the rest of the work. Since y'all want to do it, we'll do the rest of the work. Or rather, y'all just slow rolling. Okay? But Bill Clinton was there when some rapes occurred. He said that with his whole chest. You feel me? He ain't minced no words. He didn't stutter not a sentence. He said Bill Clinton was on the plane when the rapes occurred. Okay? Alrighty. And it confirms what they were saying about Trump. That Trump ain't do nothing to no child, and he wasn't there when some things happened to children. All right. Now we got a source from inside of these intelligence agencies that has come out and told us this out of his own mouth. But something tells me people like him don't want to say it out in public. Now, why? I don't know. Multitude of reasons. But you know it's the right thing to tell us. You know it is.
And that's what I'm saying. Trump, although as many flights as there were and all that kind of stuff, and on the island and all that stuff, he was never there during a single alleged rape. But Clinton for sure. And that's where the big cover-up was.
The Department of Justice investigator inside the Trump Justice Department
crazy.
says that while Trump may not have been present during the crimes that Prager investigated, it is clear that Trump is, quote, protecting a lot of people.
I don't know what's new that I have never seen that he's so hesitant to now show what's going on, and releasing all his files. I think he's protecting a lot of other people. He's not protecting himself because there's nothing there, but he's protecting a lot of people.
The citizen journalist boarded American Airlines Flight 1634 and landed in D.C. Monday at 8 o'clock at night and proceeded to go to dinner with this man, this DOJ investigator, at a restaurant called Blue Duck Tavern. Glenn Prager dislikes the fact Trump said the Epstein scandal is a hoax. But he also says, according to the evidence from his investigation, that Trump is not covering up for himself.
Because Trump's now saying it's a hoax, the case is like a hoax or something. I mean, come on, you know it's not a hoax. He says a lot of stupid stuff. He's been on the plane, many times. Mm-hmm. It's just he was never on the plane with the kids. People want to tie it to him and say he's covering up for himself, but he's not.
Now listen, I don't like the fact Trump's saying it's a hoax. I don't like the fact that he's covering up for people. But Trump got the master plan, got the master card in his back pocket. He's holding this information for a reason. Now, we can all speculate. You know what I'm saying? And my guess is if the Democrats or whoever he's protecting and covering up for, because that's what he's doing, hiding the information. Whoever he's doing that for, either he needs them to do something for him, and if they don't do it, you know what I got, or B, there's no B. There's no B. He got this information over somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or is somebody close to him, really close to him, that got something to do with it? I don't believe that, but there's some reason why he's not letting it, why he's saying it's a hoax when he know it's not a hoax, according to Mr. No Neck right here. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Now, this is a very good thing for President Trump and seemingly exonerates him from many people who claim that he was doing something inappropriate himself. This dinner went on for an hour and 45 minutes as this Department of Justice investigator revealed things to a stranger that the leadership of the FBI and the Department of Justice has not. Prager revealed more information about Trump's hesitation to be fully transparent with the Epstein case, gave us some details about internal gripes against FBI Director Kash Patel from within the FBI, and he detailed a developing feud between Kash Patel and Attorney General Pam Bondi. If you'd like to see more of the conversation in the restaurant, you may subscribe to OMG and find it on our website.
Go and subscribe and go watch that. Go tell you.
Like the one name where you're like, oh my God.
Here he is. Hey there, is this Glenn?
Yes.
Watch this shit.
You work for the Department of Justice, correct?
No.
You don't work for the Department of Justice. You had a patch on your backpack that said FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, in the airport.
Yeah.
And you talked about how you interviewed the Epstein people, all the Epstein victims. Do you recall that conversation?
I didn't. No. How can I help you?
I wanted to confirm that you, in fact, do work for.
Whenever someone answers the phone and you ask them a question, or if you ask somebody a question, and the first thing that one of the things they do is, oh, no, I don't know. How can I help you? Now, you know what I'm talking about. He knows what James O'Keefe is talking about. He is just surprised and perplexed that he knows exactly what he was talking about in that conversation that he didn't think anyone was listening to.
Did work for the department. Hang on with the phone.
That's one.
Let's try calling him again. Glenn?
I'm not talking to you.
Well,
I don't know who you are. I'm not talking to you.
You already did speak to my friend.
That's two.
Hey, now stop talking. I don't know who you are.
I'm a journalist. I need your help, sir.
I'm not talking to you or any journalist about anything.
Did you interview the Epstein victims?
I can't talk to you.
Bro, like, you already spilled the beans. You already done said it. That's why you're so pissed off. It's because he's calling you on what you said, and you know you said it. Just come out. Just tell us. Just tell us. Now look. Come on out and just tell us, bro. You know you in some shit now because they caught your big ass. I ain't gonna say fat. Yeah, I'm gonna say fat. They caught your fat ass talking to the beautiful undercover swiper. You know what I'm saying? Like, just come on out and tell us. If it's you, it's more than y'all. It's more of y'all in there, in the FBI and the DOJ. You know what I'm saying? There's more of y'all over there. CIA, NSA, all of y'all know. All of y'all know. All y'all three little dirty ass agencies know what the hell's going on with Jeffrey Epstein, and y'all just don't want to tell us. In either A, he was this high class official asset, unofficial asset that y'all was getting all kinds of dirt from, and he was tied into all kinds of different countries across the motherfucking globe, and y'all can't rat him out, because if you rat him out, it's gonna say some other shit about some other countries, and we're gonna have a whole shitstorm on our hands. Maybe we need the shitstorm. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Or he did some things with some people that's close to y'all, and y'all don't want to let that information out because they close to y'all. I don't believe that. Or somebody they did some things to, you actually know. That's the only three options I can see. And the last two, I don't see how those are even viable. Well, the second one maybe. This man was a high unofficial asset. And y'all can't rat him out, because if you rat him out, the whole table of cards will collapse. But maybe that table of cards that are preying upon the most innocent children, maybe it needs to come down. Hey, let me know what y'all think about all of this cornucopia of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to tell us what's going on. It's taking the Honeybadger, you know what I'm saying, James O'Keefe, to figure out what's going on, to get the information we need. So, hey, let me know what y'all think about it. And I'll see y'all on the next one. It's your boy signing off.